Hi, I'm Randy Jeffers, and are you part of the negative club? You know, so many of us, we don't understand that our words create our world. And, it's so important that we choose our words carefully. That's why when somebody asks me, how I'm doing, I always tell them absolutely incredible. Because it just makes me feel that way. I feel absolutely incredible when someone asks that. And when somebody asks me that question, I know that they don't want to know how I'm doing really. They don't want me to go, into my medical things or give them a laundry list of things that are going on. They don't want to know that. It's just sort of but a lot of people do that, right? I mean, a lot of times we're asked that. And we all know people that, they just, oh, my back's hurting, and, I went to the doctor, and they gave me this medicine, they go on and on and on, and it just kind of wears you out. We don't want to be like the guy I heard about that he decided he's going to join the monastery. So he goes to this monastery. Now, this is a monastery where the monks could only speak 2 words every 7 years. So he goes and he joins, and after the first 7 years, he has a meeting with the abbot, and so the abbot asks him, well, what are your 2 words? And he goes, food's bad. And then he went back to being silent. Well, 7 years later, he had to say his 2 words again, so he goes and has his meeting with the abbot. And the abbot says, well, what are your words now? Bed's hard. Well, this went on again 7 years later after that. Now remember, 7 years later is 21 years after he joined the monastery. So he's meeting with the abbot, and the abbot says, well, what are your words this time? And he says, I quit. And the abbot says, well, I'm not surprised. He says, all you've done since you've been here is just complain, complain, complain. See, we don't want to be like that guy, right? We don't want to be known as a person that's negative or that's a complainer. If we're a member of that negative club, it's time to resign. It's time to go find another way of doing it, because it really does make a difference. And we hear that talk is cheap, but really it's not. It's powerful. The words that come out of our mouth are very, very important. And it just might change your life if you just change a few words. Here's to your absolutely incredible success.